Hello again, everybody. Another week, another new perspective where we talk to interesting people about interesting board games. And this week we have, as always, Ryan Liris, the man, the myth. He's not real. He's just a myth.
Just a myth.
We also have our second time on the show, Kirby Tolson. Did I say your last name right? I never said your last name out loud. Oh my God, I did it. There's an A in there for no reason, and it confused me for a second.
It's just to do that.
Perfect.
That's why it's there. Yeah.
Great. And we have our friend Roberto Lopez, or Sheer Boredom, on Instagram. Roberto, how's it going?
Good. Do I dab?
Dab.
Yes, please dab. Please dab. Thank you.
There we go.
Wait, you gotta have it's the full.
Oh, the full.
Yeah, there we go.
Full extension.
That's right.
Anyone not watching on YouTube right now, he just dabs so hard that his screen cracked. So this is going to be weird now for everybody else. This is actually, spoiler alert, a re-recording because OBS decided to crap out on Ryan like it likes to do all the time.
Double checked it this time. It is recording my audio now.
So if things feel canned this time, blame OBS. But it should feel canned. It should feel organic. We were just talking about how we're all in kind of different headspaces now compared to the first time we talked about this. So it's going to be kind of interesting to get a new view on this, even for us. So I guess the spoiler, the topic is going to be burnout, specifically for people that are like Roberto, influencer, quote unquote. You want to be called an influencer, Roberto? Does that sound weird?
I'm just a dude who does stuff. That's it. If I'm an influencer, then I'm sure my dog could be way better at it than I could.
So I guess to clarify, then this is burnout for dudes and lady dudes, or non-binary dudes. Any person that can experience burnout doing anything that they do, because we all experience it.
The non-binary never feel like burned out. It's just they're.
This is Ryan's opinion, no one else's. But before we start talking about the topic, let's get to know Roberto a little bit. So, Roberto, how long have you been involved with this addiction that we all share?
Oh, man. Is this burnout? Oh, well, the burnout, back to the burnout quickly. I thought we were talking about cars, like smoke show cars. No?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
fuck,
This is
I'm
our
prepared.
This is our side. This is our Spotify like paywall episode where we'll just talk about car burnouts. That's right.
Talk about a Town Fair tire commercial here in Leominster, Massachusetts.
I'm going to talk about micro machines. That's all I got.
I'm Roberto. Thank you for having me on today. I have been playing games for quite some time. I mean, as a kid, I played board games a lot, like the American games. And Dominoes. Dominoes was huge in my household. I am Latin American. So Dominoes, another game called perSPECtive, which is a card game, aka Scopa, which is the Italian of it. So that's it's a trick-taking game, which I learned after the fact. I learned in my adult life what trick-taking was. Didn't know what that was. So I kind of fell off, played more video games, fell in love with the Master Chief, as I'm sure a lot of us did. Mm-hmm. And then I think it was 2011. I was cutting someone's hair, and he was new to the area. And I was like, "Let's hang out. Let's play video games." So we played. We had like a designated, boys' night or whatever. We just get on and play whatever. Mm-hmm. And then he invited me over to his house, and he took out Carcassonne. And I'm like, "What the heck is this game?" And so we played a couple games of Carcassonne. It was so cool. Mm-hmm. From there, it was Ticket to Ride, and then the four of us at the time, his wife and my then significant other, we got together.
I think it's Kelly, right?
No,
different person.
I haven't even met Kelly at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That we got to flash forward another 4 years for that one.
Oh, okay.
So with him, my then significant other, we started playing. It was Catan. Ticket to Ride, it was Code Names, it was Pandemic, it was all those games, and I was like, this is freaking awesome. Because again, just nothing really had any dice, none of that stuff. I believe we may have played Splendor. I could be lying about that. Kelly may have introduced me to Splendor, but it was those gateway games, and it kind of just stayed right there. And then when we met Kelly, We went over to their house, so on and so forth. We flash forward. I think it was Catan was the first game we played. And so she like got a little more into it than I did. And she introduced Betrayal to me and some other games. And then from there, it was just the explosion. Although I will say last year absolutely helped with my addiction to board games because I was home. I needed something to do with my hands. So I started to go on TikTok and Facebook. I did like playthroughs of shit until I decided to land on Instagram to photograph and do interviews with people. But now I have all this nonsense behind me. I use the word nonsense loosely because I fucking love all these games behind me.
Is it really it helped us or it just fed into our addiction? It just like we have an addiction. It's just like, here you go.
Yes. You're like, precious. I think a little bit of both, right? As far as the addiction, I didn't even know I had it until all of a sudden I have all these shelves. Right now I'm in my bedroom. I had to make this little wall because I was banned from the living room, which is fair. Kate needs her space in the living room. So I do the stuff here. And then the rest of our board games surround our TV. So it's actually really cool. I made a little bit of an entertainment center out of it.
Nice.
And so that's the addiction piece. And the great piece about it is getting to know people like you, So I've been quite fortunate with creating all these wonderful contacts and these connects with people I've been talking to and on Instagram.
Yeah, that's a big reason like we even started the whole thing in the first place, because we started our channel during quarantine, and it's mainly just to connect with people that play games, because it's like you can play board games online, which we've chatted about before with Meeple Mike, but it just it doesn't feel the same as being around people in person.
Especially since we lost like 3/4 if 4/5 of our group that we played with before, so it was just like we want other board gamers to talk with. And
and last year was wild too, because I mean before Zoom, thankfully we had Zoom. We didn't really go anywhere. I was playing Zoom games with Kelly. We'd play Pandemic because that was relatively easy to play over Zoom. Because again, back to that tangible piece, right? You like that, the feeling. It's nice to have these pieces in your hand. So it was that. It was Letters from Whitechapel. We tried playing Great Western Trail one time, and that was a complete shit show. But then again, I was also drunk that it's like, it's a purple one. It's brown. No, it's Stop it.
For Kirby's sake, do you want to tell her what Great Western Trail is all about?
Yes. Great Western Trail is a worker, because it's worker placement, but it's a rondel. So you're going around in a track on different areas, whether it's to buy cattle or there's all these sorts of things you can do. It's based
This is the cow game? This is the cow game, right?
Yes.
Didn't Kelly tell us about this?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the cow game.
Which is great because actually I'm just waiting for her to get me some stuff so I can put out the episode we filmed last week with her, and then this week will be yours. So that worked out.
Nice.
Yeah, Great Western Trail, connecting all of our podcasts together. But you said you went from like Carcassonne, which I know was one of Ryan's first games, and he still loves that game. And now you have behind you Anachrony and Tricarion and Dwellings of Eldervale. Do you still have a space or like a soft spot for these gateway games that you started with?
That's a great question, Kian. Yes, I do. I'll come home from work. Actually, we had Carcassonne. It was the island version. I'm like, let me pour myself a margarita and we'll get some island vibes going with those tiles, because it doesn't take any brain power at this point. And again, I want to use these loosely. It's going to sound really snobbish because I do have Anachrony behind me and Tricarion. Those are some really heavy games. But having Carcassonne on the table, so I'm like, pull a tile, let me figure out where to place it. It takes really no effort at all. It's easy to set up. It's easy to break down. It's easy to play. We can play a couple of times over and over and just go from there, really. Those games do stuff. I won't play Catan anymore because Kate and I will battle it out. That's the only game that leaves the table for more than it needs to.
It's fair, but it's good to hear though, because I know there's a lot of people when they get deeper in the hobby, they kind of just like push to the side their old gateway things because they're like, I'm past this now, I'm beyond this. But just like there's still something special about those little quick games too.
Absolutely. The memories, right? You have a little nostalgia at this point, and see where you were before to now, and how much better or worse you got. Because dwellings, it's like, oh, I'm going to trigger this to trigger this. And sometimes it's hard to start at square one and go all the way back to those origins. And like, this is really simple. And then you lose.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I did beat Kirby at it, but there's a bunch of games, some early on, Carcassonne.
Yeah, fair.
But I mean, like, yeah,
others.
But yeah, I understand the simplicity you're saying of Carcassonne. It's just right. You can just pull it out. It doesn't much. You just have fun trying to figure out where this tile is. Have fun trying to take a city from somebody. But then you got like me who just loves that super heavy like Lacerda ones, like on Mars or Gallerus. But yet I still just love coming back to Carcassonne.
And Kirby, since you're new in the hobby, do you already have a game that you feel like you constantly want to play?
Actually, because we're talking about Carcassonne, actually, that's my game. That's the game that I really want. That's the game I really like. That's the game I need to beat Ryan at. So that's one that I really, really enjoy.
This is a trend on our podcast. Everything against Ryan.
Who's this Ryan? Fuck Ryan. Beat him down in Carcassonne.
We're getting there.
It's
close. I mean, technically, you didn't win last time, so that was okay.
It's a fight.
It's battle. I love that game.
Yeah, I think you were waiting on the 20th anniversary, which should be soon.
It's already out in Europe.
In Europe.
Yeah. Which who knows how long it'll be until we get it. It always takes a bit longer.
Gen Con?
Maybe Gen Con, yeah.
I wanna buy one and just put it off to the side and keep it in shrink. Because if you remember the Ticket to Ride anniversary edition with the metal trains, that thing is astronomical in price right now.
Yeah.
To purchase. Yeah.
Jeez.
You never know what's gonna just skyrocket. Buy one of those.
You just don't know.
Buy one of the 3D Catan that's coming out later this year and just keep that and shrink in a closet for a few years and see what happens with it.
Did you see on Kickstarter they have someone's putting out the hex, like it's the Catan hexes. You just place the cardboard in it and it makes it more terrain like. It's on Kickstarter right now, or it's coming to Kickstarter. I saw that and I said next. I'm sorry, I don't play this game anymore. It's a cool idea. It's a really cool idea.
For the people that still play that game, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
I guess talking about exciting things coming up down the pipeline, are there any games that you're currently looking forward to adding to your collection? Maybe things you don't have that are already out, or something that's not even released yet?
We just got Nemesis, and I've been waiting to play that game since it came out. Was the last year, 2 years ago, whenever it was. And we went all in. We went all in on that, and we broke down the insert because we had to get the insert, beautiful insert by eRaptor, I think is the name of the company. And I'm excited. I'm excited to play that. As far as on the horizon, I have not been paying too much attention to these things as I've been playing a lot of golf. But right now, whatever I can get to the table, I am fortunate to get whatever I can to the table.
That's a good attitude to have. Also, better not to look down the pipeline because it's gonna be like, well, I need to buy that now. Is there last question for you really quick, and then we can hop into our burnout topic. Is there any games that you consider right now as a favorite game or a game that you will never get rid of from your collection?
Oh, Dwellings.
Easily.
Dwellings.
That came out and missed out on Kickstarter. Our friends got it. We played it there, and I immediately bought it. I had to have it. We ended up getting the mat and the Minotaur guy. I have to get the extra legendary stuff because I was a complete
sound
bot. I had to
bases?
go deluxe. Yeah. I was like, I don't need these things. I don't need the sound bases. Spoiler alert. I need the sound bases. I need that in my life.
I'll have to talk to you about it because I was just so on it. Like everyone was saying how much they loved it, and I played it, and I was like, I don't know. I think I already sold it.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
That was fast.
I'm just like,
what I like about it is all the mechanics in it are stripped down to the bare minimum of what they are. The worker placement, the resource management, even the combat system. Heck, if you have 4 dice and I have 3, you roll 2 1s and a 4, and I roll 1 6. I beat you, and it's just an easy way to do combat. Granted, is it's maybe a little broken, maybe a little luck based, yes, but I think the strategy is deep. but the mechanics are really simple to teach because you have a lot of different core mechanics. I think it just works seamlessly because with the tile placement, you draft them out and you have the monsters and you fight the monsters, and I just like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I think when I first played, there were so many turns that it was just like I pick this spot and take the resource, and it just like we were all playing it. One person was somewhat paying attention, and another one was like just like I want to go. Let's play. But it's just like there's so many turns. It just took so long, and for how many turns I just simply got a resource, it just didn't feel a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
definitely a lot of AP on that game.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
That's one that I would like to try out still, but no one in our group has a copy anymore. So maybe I have to play virtually at some point. But all right, let's get into our topic today, burnout. So not just burnout in regards to social media, which is also can happen very easily, especially depending on who you are on the platform. I know there's some people that we know that are having internet burnout strictly because of the interactions they're getting from other people. Burnout because you feel like you're overcommitting to things, and also just, I guess, life burnout because we're all, besides like board game related things, we're all in different professional like avenues as well. So I guess from the last time we talked, Roberto, you were feeling like you said earlier that you are in a different headspace now from before when we first had this conversation. I guess, how are you feeling now compared to before?
Now, like I just having this conversation with you, I feel more airy. I feel like lighter on my feet, if you will. It feels good to talk to you because I think I told you last time that, or we talked about last time, how I was dreading, like every time I do one of these, I dread it. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And of course, once I get to it, it's fine. I was really excited to talk to you all today. So I didn't have that little piece of me saying, nah, don't cancel. I want to go golfing. But I'm happy to be talking with you today.
Good. That's something we brought up before too. Like well, Kirby can talk about this too. So Kirby also does theater. Have you ever had like those nights, especially when you have to do the same show over and over again, that you're just like, I don't want to fucking go do this again?
Oh yeah. I mean, if you hit like, especially if you do like multiple weekends or multiple like weeks and weeks of a run, you can get honestly like fourth or fifth production of the exact same show, and it's like, ugh. But then of course you get to the last one and you're like, oh, but please, let's keep going.
Yeah, getting the graduation goggles.
Yep.
Exactly right.
And then like for us on our channel, we had a huge burnout in February because we decided to play way too many Stefan Feld games in a month. And we just did not want to be around each other for like a week after that. So I guess this is a question for everyone then. And Roberto, if you don't mind starting with this, what do you do to kind of like, what is the best remedy for you to get out of that burnout headspace?
Great question. I feel like I kind of removed myself. When did we last talk? Was it April or was it early? It must have been April because May I was all over the place. Yeah. I was definitely feeling the effects of today was my last day as president of my Rotary Club, so I had a lot on my shoulders of dealing with people's stuff. I was talking to all sorts of people with interviews. I was posting all the time. I was playing as many games as I can because I thought, hey, I got to get this content out because the people need me. They need me in their lives. Spoiler alert: no one does, other than my son. And sometimes I'm sure he's like, Dad, get out of here. You're being embarrassing. So I had a lot that I was doing. I may have had one shot as my first vaccination, maybe not. I don't remember at that point. So between the COVID and doing all these things and work and all this, I just felt like this.
Oof. We lost. Give it a second. Yeah, we had lost Keegan.
We lost Keegan?
We did for a moment.
I have a bit of an echo.
Keegan?
was removed from the.
Keep going.
Man.
There we go.
That's
there we go.
savage.
We are good.
My internet decided to stop for a second.
It added like a second screen. He joined again, and it was screwing up my recording, so I had to remove it. Get out of here, Keegan.
We don't want you around here. There's nothing interesting going on in the window.
Yeah.
So I had all this stuff going on, and I kind of removed myself from Instagram. I wasn't posting as much. I haven't really played a board game in quite some time. I can't even think of the last game I played at the moment. They keep coming in the mail, which is dope. Don't get me wrong. we haven't played one. I think it might have been 5 Tribes after work one day, but removed myself from that situation. The weather got better. I've been golfing a ton, so I've been going outside. We kind of switched from board games. I've been playing The Last of Us Part 2 with Kate because she likes to see those, even though it was completely spoiled, which made me go back to playing it. That's been a wild ride. But now that I feel so much better now, I had my first interview this morning in a little bit, and I just put that up on YouTube. I have this going on, and I'm going to move forward and get back to what I like doing, because at the end of the day, I like to do this for myself. I feel good talking to other people, and I really want to harbor and get these connections within the board game industry. So
yeah,
I feel good.
Good. It's good to hear.
Yeah.
Kirby, do you have any like traditional things you like to do to kind of put you in a better headspace?
Yeah, I mean, I had burnout pretty significantly with my last job, and I ultimately changed jobs and moved. So that really helped. But in it, for me, going outside, especially when it's nice, it's really tricky in the winter. But if I can just like go outside and shake things off and, I don't know, go for a walk, whatever it may be, that tends to help. In the winter, I would do yoga and just anything to like move and get out of whatever that was like dragging you down at the moment. But Roberto, kind of what you were saying, if you have burnout, it affects so much, right? So until you fundamentally shift like what's burning you out, even the quick wins aren't really going to do anything. So for me, I needed to get a new job and move different states, and that kind of fixed it. So here we are. But yeah.
So
yeah, what about you, Ryan?
So if we're thinking about it, so we just get a new hobby from board games, and then we. No, don't do that. Don't ever leave board games. Don't ever leave board games. That's what I took away from Kirby. No, for me, I know, yeah. Especially after that failed February, I just wanted to not do social media bit, and I was just, we had been posting a lot, and I think for me, for burnout, it's kind of just taking a step back and remembering why I like the hobby so much, and I maybe I'll stay off of social media for a little bit, or to kind of help get some like inspiration back, or something that'll like kind of get that motivation going. It's just sitting on my phone. I'll lay in bed and just kind of scroll through everyone's Instagram and just see what everyone's playing, and get myself excited again to like, oh, I've completely forgot about this game, or like, ooh, there's this person, a favorite Instagram influencer, something got a game that they are previewing, like an early copy, and it's just like, ooh, that looks so cool, I want to look into this, and it kind of gives me that like that fire back to like want to keep like I'll like, yeah, see something, a game that maybe gets me really excited, then I'll just like want to then go and play a game and then take pictures and get kind of myself back into it a bit. And yeah, it's for me getting to see and just like sit back and just see what everyone else is doing, and get yourself some inspiration, and don't feel like you need to keep like coming up with new content, like original content or something each time. Just like we all get ideas from each other, right? And so let others inspire you and remind yourself why you love it so much.
Yeah, that's a good point too. I know for me, I'm super introverted, so when I get burned out, I want to be even more isolated, which is not the best thing for me because then I just get into my own headspace and overthink things. So I need to force myself to see people. And that sounds horrible, being like, I need to force myself to see people. I need to get out of my house. But it's, I kind of do, because I usually just get like really tired about like being around a bunch of people too much. Like even when I was doing more improv and theater shows, I would be exhausted after like an hour of a show and just like, I need to go home and go to bed. But being around people and like doing something with people that I know definitely puts me in a better headspace and makes me excited to do things with more people. And I think recently in general too, like I was getting really burned out with work and just like burned out with like a bunch of stuff in general. And I started going to therapy again, and therapy, don't let anyone tell you going to therapy is a bad thing. If they say that,
great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ignore them. Therapy is great. If you feel like you need to talk to someone, do it. It's only helpful. It will not make it worse for you, I promise. So therapy has been really, really helpful for me.
I should have mentioned that one too.
Right there.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it a little, and like I just had my recent closing, and I was just like sitting in the closing room with my agent. We're just sitting around waiting for my damn lender to just get stuff going, and we just started chatting. I was just telling him about board games, and he was just like generally like interested in, like, he doesn't really do it, right? He doesn't really play board games, but like he was kind of just generally interested in what I do and like how my collection is growing, what like where I had gone, and like it kind of falls on the same line of like therapy, right? Where even if you just talk to your therapist or something, even if it's about board games or things like why you feel maybe burnt out, or just like something that had you excited in the past, and you find that people, even if they're not in it, can be pretty like interested in this topic, this world, even if they don't really know, just because, I don't know, maybe because the nature of it just has this interesting excitement to it, or like people have a perception of like what Hasbro games, right? You got your Monopoly, and so like when you tell them, oh, there's this whole new world for it, you kind of see this light in their face and like, oh, that's so interesting, like where it's gone, what it's become, and it can, like, just sitting there talking to them, just kind of even sitting there, I was sitting there and I'm like, God damn, I just want to go play board games. Like I need to move, but I want to play board games. I can't wait to get the table set up and play games again.
Well, to that point, I think a lot of it has to do with the passion of it, right? Like if you're really into this and you're passionate about it, you start talking about it. I don't care who it is that's listening; they're going to be interested, because the way that you talk about it, your face, right, your gestures, everything's going to come across as being like, this is amazing, and you should be interested in it, right?
Yeah. I
think that certainly helps, and it is cool. I mean, 2 months, the addiction's real.
Welcome. Welcome. Do we get Mel Gibson on the line and have him commission for us The Passion of the Board Games, or Passion of the and just see what he does?
Oh man, that would be a lot.
Okay, wait a second. I won. Okay, so there's.
Sorry.
No, this. Oh my God. Okay, wait. There's a podcast that I listen to, and they do little skits. So I really want improv skits, and I want to do a little scene of this. I want to see the three of you put out an improv scene of the beginning of this movie. Roberto, you are Mel Gibson. You're telling Keegan and Kirby. Wait. Telling Keegan and Kirby what this scene is and what they need to be doing.
Oh, okay.
And I want them to act it out.
Is this the actual movie, or is this Mel Gibson talking to us about the movie he's about to create? Because Mel Gibson is not in The Passion of the Christ. He just directed
No. He's sitting here directing you two.
Oh, okay.
And then you guys play it out based on his his feedback. And
Okay.
go.
Oh my gosh.
I like how Ryan's putting all of us on the spot. He's not including himself, so he doesn't have to think about this.
I'll jump in if I see an opportunity. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. You guy. You over there. Just stand over there. Hold these big board games. You got this thing called Gloomhaven. I don't know what it is, but you should probably have it in your hand. Maybe stand on it.
I'm holding it.
Yes.
Do I need a box to stand on? Because I'm kind of a short guy.
Yeah, okay. I guess we could use the Gloomhaven box that I got.
Gloomhaven, cool. Can I hold?
Yeah, is that what it says? I think that's what it says.
Gloomhaven, yeah. Can I hold? I'm gonna hold Skith. I'm gonna hold Skith up while I stand on Gloomhaven, and I'll be the best board game tree you've ever seen.
Awesome. Actually, no, you're gonna be the guy. The board game gods are looking at you. Oh. You're holding these games. Oh. And Kirby, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna grab one of these things from what do I have here? What's behind me? Let's go with one of the rats from the Everdell game here. You're gonna use it.
Sir, we can't use rats. We had a problem last time. Do you remember?
A lot of rats.
They kept eating the resources. They kept eating the resources from the games.
They ate my toes. My toes are gone.
It's so many.
You guys gotta focus up. This is important. We gotta get this game out to the people. We gotta get this movie out to the people.
We had to use turtles. We had to use the turtles.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
we can use the turtles.
Not rats. Rats are easier to carry.
No. They kept eating the resources from the other games.
Are these snapping turtles? Because if they are, I need to get some Crocs or something to cover my toes up.
We all need some Crocs. You're gonna lose your toes, the animals. What's the purpose of this movie? We've got passion at the board games.
Passion. That's it. We got to create passion.
Am I a passionate board game tree wearing Crocs then? Is that my whole job?
Gonna get
Look at me, how passionate I am. I'm on a box holding a box. Woo.
Where? Excuse me. I'm the video game police here. You need to come with us. You're on arrest. This board game is illegal here.
What the hell is happening?
You're.
Don't chop me down.
This is heresy. There's video games here. I'm Pontus Pilatus of the video game.
Pontius Pilates is coming through.
That's right.
Judas. We have our Judas. There's gotta be something.
Yes, I'm reading here. It does. I don't know why I'm being labeled as Judas. Yes, but I'm the video game police here, and board games are not. There's too much passion for board games here.
Take these upgraded coins and just toss them at the tree. See all the metal? Just take them. Clink, 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 clink.
Jeopardize the board games. Just bring all the board games and make it all around the bottom of the tree. Protect those Crocs.
Plant me. Plant me with the metal coins. I will grow forever. I will sprout a Splendor and a Ginkopolis at some point.
All right, now we got to cut you down. There's an axe around here. So I think it's a first player token. And once he grows, once you get grown to a certain size, it's going to be a passionate. We got to turn him into cardboard. Circle of life.
Oh, and make me dual layered, please.
The end of the movie.
Great.
And that's how you recover from burnout, everybody.
Create a movie of the passion on the board games. with video game police trying to shut down this addiction.
I mean,
trying to stop the spread of the addiction of board games.
In all honesty, like, the whole reason I do improv and like I haven't done it in a year because of COVID and I miss it is because I don't have to worry about things in the moment. I don't have to like plan anything. I don't have to like think about anything outside of what's going on in front of me. And that gets me so much energy and motivation just to like, I can just go fuck around for 20 minutes and not worry about things. And whatever I say is correct. And I trust my team to back me up. And they trust me to back them up. And we can just hang out and have a good time. And I fucking miss it because that gives me so much motivation.
That's D&D for me. I haven't done improv in years, but D&D like fulfills that, right? Like it, just like what you're talking about. You can do whatever you want. You can make up the actions. You can do the dialogue. You can do something ridiculous. It is so good and so pure. So much like improv. It's
It's a beautiful thing.
You guys were awesome. That was awesome.
You were a great Mel Gibson. You're giving him a run for his money. Just take over.
This will be a new segment. There's gonna be more improv scenes in our.
We'll get better at it as we go.
That's right.
I request I'm always a tree though.
Yep. It's built in. That is baked in. You were a tree.
With burnout, I guess, Roberto, do you have is there a moment you can kind of, because I know this is also different for people, is burnout for you something that you can slowly feel the onset happening, or is it more of out of nowhere you're just like I'm just done right now?
It's out of nowhere. It just hits me like a sack of potatoes. Like I'm walking around with cement shoes, right? Just dragging it, and I feel it. I feel the weight of it, and that's when I know, I need to stop and kind of focus up. And really, it's weird now talking about it, and I hope that you see a huge difference in me from the last time that we talked to now. To even think I was there. And that within that headspace, it's just crazy that I could even get there, or we all can get there at one point or another. We just have to kind of step back and really focus on why we're doing it, like Ryan said earlier.
Yeah, I mean, it also brings up a good point that we feel the burnout, and you hit it right away. And like I said, there's going to be 2 points to this, is that even with social media, right? It's always you have to keep putting out content for people to just stay relevant. And it's almost something that we need to almost keep telling people and reminding, you don't need to do that. We don't need you don't have to keep putting out take a break for a moment and take a breather. There's going to be things in life, you said, right? And with you, even then, the second point here is that you don't even have to stay within the hobby, right, to try to get to motivation. It could just simply be getting through a portion of your life, or just something that's going on, right? And then it lightens up, things become less stressful, and you can get right back into it, right? And you start getting that renewed sense, and it doesn't have to be, you don't think
board games.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things too, not even just getting through part of your life. Sometimes a big accomplishment is just getting through the next day. And that is a big deal. And especially if you're someone who not only suffers from burnout, but suffers from depression as well. Sometimes and just getting through, and anxiety, sometimes just getting through an afternoon is enough. Yeah. Just feeling like you did something that makes you feel proud that you got through a situation, I think is a huge accomplishment that people take for granted. And along the lines of being a social media person, feeling like you have to constantly put content out, you should be doing it for yourself first and foremost. And if people see the content and like it, that's great. But are they paying your bills? You're not doing it for them. You're doing this for you, so you can connect with people, not so people just flood to you specifically. There's people that want that. There's people that do it for the clout and do it for the recognition and the fame, and that's their prerogative. But first and foremost, take care of yourself.
Yeah, it even you'll notice it too within just simply the content too, right? If you just keep feeling you have to push through it and through the burnout, whenever, the content is probably going to suffer, and people might notice it, and then just getting yourself into that right space and just stop thinking about social media, stop thinking about board games, just get through, like you said, the day, the week, whatever, something that's going on in your life, get through the stress, get that renew back, then you go to it, your content starts getting even better. It just gets better. People, the actual passion and stuff shows more, right? Because you're excited, you think differently.
It's good that you mentioned that, because yesterday I received, and I don't know why, it was just apparently some flex that I wanted to do with the Tiny Epic Pirates. In that game, you get little gold coins, and it's 1 gold coin to track up to 13 coins on the left side of the card as a tracker. I decided to buy 52 of them. So it's 13 per person instead of using that track. So that came in the mail yesterday, and I opened it up, and the coin just landed all over the dwellings mat, which was above the volcano piece on the dwellings mat. And I looked at that and I was like, this will be a really cool photo with all other types of coins or upgraded currency.
Yeah.
So I then grabbed, you know, all the currencies, or most of the currencies that I own that are upgraded, and I did the post. I probably wouldn't have done that 2 months ago when I was, you know, lacking inspiration and lacking wanting to do any of that. But I saw that and I was like, this will be really cool. So I took the picture and put it up.
Yeah. I guess like this kind of made me think of it because you talked about like spur of the moment or just like inspiration out of nowhere. Do you find that setting plans or goals or deadlines inhibits you, or does it help facilitate burnout, or does it kind of prevent it from happening? Because I feel like, at least for me, goals and like deadlines, they burn me out more than anything.
I think it depends on the project. If it's something that, and I haven't had with what I do at work, I have appointments come in. I do cuts and colors, and I do those day in and day out. If it's something that I've talked to someone about, like a whole revamp, I do stress about that. But the day of, once I'm done, I'm like, oh, the relief is there, and I feel good, and I can finally relax about the whole situation at hand. But I think like as far as that goes, it'll help mitigate it ever so slightly because I on a path versus kind of all over the place and overcorrecting or undercorrecting. So that actually helps me out more than it were to hinder me. If I don't have the goal, then I'm like, what's going on? Because I like the destination. You know, some people are about. I was in Epcot and the ball, and I didn't want to say it out loud quickly. In, the ball ride. I was in the ball, and at the end, as you're going backwards, it asks you that question: do you enjoy the journey or do you like the destination? I much prefer the destination over the journey.
Yeah, I think I'm probably the same way. I like the destination as like setting, like I like an ultimate goal, but then smaller goals along the way will probably tend to burn out more, as you feel like you got to get these done just to be able to get there. Whereas like you got an end goal and you're just like, you're trying to make it there and you're getting there and you're making it on your own time. And you're just like, I'm not going to try to stress myself out putting all these deadlines on just to get there. Like I'm just the type of person, like I'll get there when I get there. I don't want to be rushed. And when I'm in the headspace to start moving forward is when things will tend to happen more.
I think for me, it varies by project, right? Like some projects you can put an end goal and organically find your way there. But especially if it's something that maybe I'm, for work, it's something I'm not super thrilled about, but I know I have to get it done. Setting the small, quick victories is like what will get me there. Like you break it down and you can accomplish it task by task. And so you mentioned the journey and the destination. I don't even know that I can answer that. Like it really depends on what we're talking about. Sometimes the destination is it, but sometimes it's the journey. I don't really care about the destination, right? Like it varies, and I found myself in both, but yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to think about. I'm still torn, I think, ultimately.
I think I'll be the weird one, say I'm the journey guy. And I think this is just, I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because I love procrastinating, because I like working on things last minute, because I like being under the pressure and under the stress, because it gets me more motivated. But even like in college, when I was working on my creative writing degree, like I would come up with like a concept for a story and like one beat that I would want to happen. And then I would just let the writing happen. And usually like I wrote very dialogue heavy. Like I was really bad at writing like scenery and descriptions. I would just let the characters write themselves, and just wherever the conversation would go, that's where it would go. And 98% of the time, my stories were not where I thought they were going to go, because the characters said something different that I didn't think they were going to say, which makes me sound like a weirdo that these people are real and they were saying things. But it's just like in the moment, like this is what came out in the conversation, and I'm just going to let it happen and not going to force it. And whatever the end point was, that was the end point, but I was excited to see how it got there. I think that's just how I think with everything. Like having such a hard end goal like scares the shit out of me, because then I feel like when it's done, it's like, now what?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I see that too. And that's where like I do think it varies because you're absolutely right. If you get to an end goal, it's kind of like, I don't know, finishing a book that you love really like a lot. Like you finish it and you're like, what do I do? Read it again? No. I mean, sometimes.
Cue it back up. Let's go.
Let's go again.
Yes.
I very much appreciate
at the end
that.
of every on game. Let's do this. We can
I mean, isn't that the way with board games, right? As soon as we finish it up, we're like, let's go again.
3.5 hours of food chain magnates, 3.5 more. Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate that, Keegan, and I kind of wish I had some of that a little more, like could just appreciate a little bit more of the journey along the way. But I think like for me, I know, yeah, like what I'm kind of like you, I procrastinate, but because I work better when I know like I'm obligated to get something done and I only have a short time, I can get it done, and like procrastinating tends to help me then get it done. But I think for me, I like seeing an end goal, seeing everything that you went through, and then that finished project, and then going, okay, what's next in my life? What comes next? Like I just like, it's almost like for me, it's just like a continued growth of like what you can keep accomplishing, and like don't ever stop. Like you always can keep bettering it or just whatever. And I guess
what I like about the end too, I like to reflect back on that journey, because for me, I'm just everywhere. I think, what can I do better, and how can I not be as anxious or be as as manic, or like insert any word you want there. Really, because it's just all the emotions. How can I do it better? How do I better myself so that way I can get it done a little easier for myself next time? So I'm not in that headspace.
Yeah.
So right now I feel like I'm gonna currently be there. Go ahead.
No, I think a lot of times I'm the same way with procrastination, work better under pressure. But the problem is when you go and reflect, it's like, well, if I hadn't have done that, probably would have been a little bit more relaxed about it. And then inevitably the next time I do something, I will procrastinate. I'm going to leave it to the end. It's going to get done. Yeah. But that's
shame on me all
wild.
the time.
Exactly.
I mean, with that, even like if you see like your own YouTube, Instagram stuff or board game and stuff, yeah, it's definitely like you kind of put together a project, right? You're like, okay, I'm gonna try to do, I'm doing review videos like we do with Feld. We kind of like, we're like, all right, here's our ultimate goal, and the journey was rough as we did it, but then looking back, it was kind of fun seeing like all of our videos and stuff that we put together, and going, us looking back, realizing, okay, well, what did we do wrong? Why did we feel such that crazy burnout there at it? And we could easily go, well, now if we want to do a Lacerda month, we know that we're just going to be playing the games, most of the games beforehand. Don't do it where what we did was play all of them in a month and then also try to record. We're just like, just play them beforehand and allow you to just really go back, play them just again to just, enjoy the game, and then do your reviews, and you feel a lot more relaxed. And I think that can also kind of help with some burnout too, right? You kind of look back and you just go, well, why did I get that way? Did I put too many goals on myself for that? Am I trying to get too many posts out? Am I trying to get 2 out a day? Maybe I should just be doing 1, like, or don't try to stress myself out of coming up with like interesting shots, right? Of like board games, and then putting out for real. Maybe just do a simple reel where you're just chat almost very casually about a game that you loved, instead of trying to put together a full post about it.
Yeah. And reflecting really can help put things in perspective for yourself to see how, like, what caused you to feel that way at the time.
I see what you did there.
Soft plug. But we are getting close to time, but I think that's a good segue, Ryan, that you started into our, like, the last question we can ask. If everyone wants to give, and we'll end with Roberta since you're the guest, so ultimate pressure on you. No, but
better be good.
What is one piece of advice or maybe a personal thing for you that you like to share with everyone else to help them deal with burnout they're experiencing, or ways to help them feel more motivated? Ryan, let's start with you.
Kind of what I said, reiterating what I said before. Just casually surf social media and find inspiration for yourself. Find why you love doing it. It's something that you can hold on to and look back and go, yeah, okay, this is why I did it. This is so cool. I really love that. Whether it's a real interesting photo shot that you could potentially recreate or do something different, or the style that you really like, do something that gives you that spark, something that'll like, yeah, trigger that moment of like, ooh, that's an interesting idea, but don't force yourself into always having to do it. Just take the break, sit down on the couch, take a breath, get through that day. And even if it's several days of just searching it, you don't try to find it. If it comes, it comes. Don't try to like force it.
It's good advice. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Kirby, what about you?
Yeah, give yourself grace. Like, let yourself feel burnout when you're there. Like, acknowledge it. Give yourself a minute. Take a breath. If you need to take a minor break, like you were saying, Ryan, do it. Like, burnout is real. And I think so many times people are like, no, I'm fine. It's fine. This is fine. We all say that. But just allowing yourself to acknowledge that maybe things are too much, regardless of what it may be, is really, really important. And that acknowledgement sometimes all by itself can be what you need to like make it through the rest of that afternoon or that day or that week.
Absolutely.
Yep. I'll do mine really quick, and then Roberto, let's wrap it up with you. But mine's going to be find someone to talk to. Find someone that is going to be have an objective point of view, because your friends are going to try to do anything they can to comfort you. Some people might even tell you they'll kick your ass verbally, but find someone that you can talk to. Find a therapist, especially if you feel chronic burnout. There might be something else going on. Find someone that you can talk to that you feel comfortable with, just to vent. Venting can be very, very helpful.
Yes.
That sounds just like fantastic life advice in general. Yeah. Outside of any social media, just it's wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful for your mental health.
Roberto, what do you got?
Y'all took all the good ones. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this one, and then it was taken. For me, I mean, talking to people, I was gonna say that I took a big break, and it helped me out tremendously. I'd scroll here and there. I wouldn't do it all the time as much as I used to, because I was just neurotic. Like, oh, let me check Instagram. Let me check, because if we're following thousands of people on Instagram, and it's always refreshing, always updating. But the biggest thing for me was to remove myself from that situation, put myself in a different headspace to be able to become inspired to do more content, to start talking to people again. I went outside, I started playing golf, and I was able to have good conversations with people, because I'm out there for 2 to 4 hours at a time. Enjoying the outside and the fresh air. And at one point I thought to myself, I could be playing a board game right now. And that thought right there was when I said, I'm ready. Yeah.
I mean, that's also great. It's like the opposite of mine, but is fantastic depending on the type of person. Like, there's some people you gotta kind of figure out the type of person you are, right? You need to just get away. Don't even, get away. Don't even think about that aspect that is burning you out. Do it.
Because you've been doing it for a reason. You may have lost the way or the why. For me, once I left or took the break, I remembered the why. And we're back, baby. We're back, baby.
Wonderful.
We're back, baby.
Disconnecting can be a powerful tool.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to disconnect. Leave your device behind for a few hours. You don't need it as much as it needs you, I promise.
Well,
you're right.
One, I can say I'm excited to see some new content from you. With all your
absolutely.
new enthusiasm, I'm excited.
Very excited.
Thank you.
Roberta, is there anything you would like to plug? Anything coming down the pipeline on your Instagram or YouTube that we should be aware of?
Right now, I'm trying to get segments. I'm really focusing on. I did something with Jamie Stegmeyer with one of my clients. He's one of my client is a master sommelier, and Jamie said Stegmeyer he did viticulture. So I'm trying to reach out and get the feelers out in the space where life meets a board game. So I'm trying to get people or someone from the Mars, if you know anyone who is on the Mars mission, because and you may pull the Mel Gibson, the passion of the board game on me. I don't remember the name of the gentleman who made Terraforming Mars, but he is down to talk about his game with someone who works on the Mars project. I had a conversation with someone who did a rock climbing game that's fully funded on Kickstarter right now, and now I'm putting out feelers out there to people who rock climb professionally. So I really want to cross. I want to cross pollinate where a board game meets someone's profession in life.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
If anyone has those connections, reach out to Roberto. Sorry, if this will maybe hopefully flood your inbox. Actually, sheer boredom on Instagram. His content is great. He's a very nice dude, as you can see. Definitely go follow him. Look out for his stuff, especially this new project. You can cancel Ryan right now. But
I mean, he just dabs on our cast, so it's an auto win. It's an auto win. It's
dab on the haters, dab on the burnout.
Yes.
But thank you again, everyone, for coming and hanging out with us and listening. We will be back again next week with another new topic and another new person. Roberto, I'm sure we will see you again.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'll be here. Thank you.
You said you weren't able to make it to Gen Con this year?
No, but I'll be going at PAX Unplugged.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, if you're out there, go say hi to him.
Go say hi to him. All right. As always, my name's Keegan.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Kirby.
And of course, Roberto, sheer boredom. Thank you again.
Sure.
No, I was going to do it for you. We're good. But thank you, everyone. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
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 Bye.